Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ana Ayana من كوريا وأنا مسلمة. المؤمل سأكون في البرنامج العربية تفاعلكم لا تنجزي من فضلك. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo kawan-kawan dan teman-teman, saya Ayana dari Korea Selatan. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. 안녕하세요.
Ayana is your Muslim name.
My Muslim name.
GA is your
Korean name. My real name.
Your real name.
Yeah. I was born and raised in Seoul, South Korea, and then I am from very ordinary family. And then I have parents, me and my younger brother, who just convert to Islam as well, following me.
이건 키 발음이야. 이거는 땡큐 할 때 TH 발음처럼
And then currently I'm studying in UIA Gomba. My major is political science. And as YBKJ mentioned, I'm doing quite many activities, including like modeling as a brand ambassador, and also business, and also writing, and also doing political research as well, and business, and so on. Actually, my life was very ordinary, but one different thing is my family is interested in politics, but like we usually talk about politics and also current affairs since I was young as well.
Okay.
So like actually the 9/11 and Iraq war happened. So like because of that thing, I start to know about Islam. And at that time, I start to search about search in the internet. So I just search Iraq like that.
Yeah.
And I found out that they are believe in Islam.
Sure.
And then like whenever my grandfather and then my parents talk about the Iraq, they say that, oh, Islam is very weird religion. You know, they cover their face, hair and everything. Although they have very beautiful face, you know, the Arabian ladies, they have very beautiful face. And then suddenly at a certain time, they bow somewhere. I think it means maybe salat, but my parents, of course, didn't know it.
Right.
And then they say that they didn't eat babi. Yeah. But like, you know, in Korea, we love eating pork. Okay, so at that time, I was only 7 years old. So like my grandfather said that Islam is the religion, the terrorist religion. No, I think like maybe the word in general, they think that Islam is the religion of terror, right? So like my grandfather also talked about that. So I searched about Iraq and then I found Islam. So like I found out that the population of Muslim is more than 1 billion.
Yes.
So I told my grandfather, yesterday I searched about Islam and I realized that there are more than 10 billion of Muslims in the world.
1 billion.
1 billion.
Say, 1 billion. But then you say that it's religion of the terror, religion of terror. But then I will agree if there are only 100 Muslim, 1,000 Muslim, 10,000 Muslim, 100,000 Muslim, and then they are terrorists. But I cannot trust that if 1 billion of people are terrorists.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to know more about Islam when I was 7 years old. And then like and then every weekend my mom brought me to the bookstore and then she always let me buy some books that I want to read. And then I bought all the books about Islam and Middle East at that bookstore. So like I just read and then I read and then I watched most of documentaries about Islam and Middle East when I was young. And then I even sent the email to the professor. I'm from this elementary school. I read your book. And then this is something that I want to ask more. And then like I kept on just studying about Islam and Middle Eastern culture because it was so fascinating. Because our country is heavily influenced by Western culture and also especially US, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's wrong. But like I just realized that there is the different type of word in this word. So like when I was in high school, I just realized that, oh, okay, I have to anyway choose the university that I want to go. But I just wonder, what actually can I study more about this field? And then I just want to know what kind of jobs I can get from this field. So I try to join some like event about Middle East and also Arab. I search and then I send the letter and then they allow me to come. And then that conference is quite big about Middle East. Even the ministers from Korea and Arab countries also came. And then I went there with my school uniform. And then like all the people there ask me, oh, you are a high school student. Why are you here? And then oh, your father is speaker and then I answered that, no, I'm very interested in this thing. So that's why I just wonder what kind of things actually Korea does with the Middle Eastern country and also Arab countries. But like, I just want to know more. That's why I came here. And then maybe they felt that, oh, this girl is very cute. So even they introduced me to one very old man, and he was actually the former ambassador of Saudi. And then like he also brought me to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And then just suddenly I don't know who he is. I'm like, but suddenly he asked me to just greet to the minister. And then he said the minister that she is just a student from somewhere. And then I mean like, I just like her spirit. That's why I just want to introduce her to you. And then and then the minister let me sit just behind him. I was just student and I was there. And then after that, I went to many type of events like that. And then I realized, okay, there are many diplomats, professors, politicians, and students, undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctorate. I realized that, okay, all of people also can be my competitor in the future, right? But I want to be the top. I wanted to be the polyfessor, politician plus professor. How can my knowledge can be deeper than them? I convert.
Right.
Yeah, so that because what I realized when I was in middle and high school, all the things in Middle Eastern country and Arab countries came from Islam. The law, economy, culture, everything, even the religion itself. And then like I found out that even like there were many type of like protests, kind of Arab Spring. But then actually even the US realized that it's really hard to control those Muslims because they are already brainwashed by Islam. I'm like using their word. As I mentioned, since I was young, I was already interested in Islam, right? I'm like the culture and whatever.
Right.
But I really didn't think that I would convert because my parents are very strong atheists.
Yeah.
Or they don't believe in God, even now. So like at the time, I just thought that, oh, that is just something that I want to study in the future. But then, of course, to understand about Middle Eastern country, I had to understand about Islam. So like I also read quite many things about Islam as well. And then like I thought that like the religion doesn't have any problem. I think maybe the problem is the people.
Right.
That's what I thought. And then I was already interested in Islam as well. I'm like, it's not easy to just convert because, you know, it means that you will lose everything you have in Korea. Because like in Korea, religion is not important.
Right.
And then my mom and my dad thought that, well, maybe like...
maybe it's a phase.
Yeah, I'm like, and then they didn't understand about Shahada. I'm like, I just say, I believe something, I Shahada. But my parents just thought that she just read.
Right.
It's not like, you know, everyone can do that.
Okay.
In Korea, they thought that. But they were really shocked when I really decided to leave Korea.
Okay.
But then I already prepared everything. I bought flight ticket. I already did so many part-time jobs and then I had my own saving and then I just informed them. I will leave next week. Oh, good. The relationship is good. Why? Because now I'm earning money. I give them pocket money, right? Still, I'm very good student. I was really good student. I already passed one of the most prestigious university in South Korea as well. And then good looking. So my parents thought that I could be the politician easily. They thought that like, oh, my daughter has no problem. She has been so nice. And then like everything was just perfect as a student. I'm like, all of my teachers always praise about me. And then my parents didn't have any issue with me at all. But then suddenly I said that I will leave Korea. And then my mom was just shocked. And then my father said that he is a bit racist. Where he said that at first I want to go to Cairo, but I could not because of the Arab Spring. So I chose Malaysia. And then my father said that, Ayana, Malaysia is the country that you cannot learn from, but you have to teach.
Oh.
But like, I don't care a lot because this is my life, whatever. I said, okay. And then I just leave.
Okay.
But when I just came to Malaysia, the first friends that I had, they are still very good Muslim. So they already wear hijab. And then I thought that is one of the way to respect their culture.
I see.
And like, it's not only about Islam, but also about Malaysian culture itself. So that's why I start to wear. But then like, maybe my parents already thought that I'm crazy. My daughter is totally crazy now. Or suddenly, like, she is even wearing hijab. Or she's totally forgetting that she's Korean and so on. Because, wow! Islam is my first and first religion, inshallah.
Amin. How old are you
you now? How old are you now?
Now 23.
23. MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
That the relationship is good. How did you bridge that?
No, I mean like actually our relationship at first they were not happy, still not happy with my religion somehow. But then it's different that they don't like my religion, but it doesn't mean that they don't like me.
Sure.
Or my daughter, I cannot control her anymore.
AYANA Moon from Korea.
I sometimes feel that here is sometimes lebih Islami dari negara Islam.
More
Negara
Islamic.
Arab. Negara Arab, like old people, they always watch, Ayana, you don't wear inner hijab. Ayana, I can see your feet and so on. But like if you really go to like Arab, they don't wear inner hijab, and then they are more somehow river on their like attire something.
Okay.
But I also like how Malaysia and Indonesia find Islam by their own. I mean like they sometimes don't really rely on the Saudis' idea, but then they have their own idea as well. And then like they really study deeply. And then like especially Malaysia, I see that Malaysia can be the heart of Islamic world as well. Because Malaysia is I think almost only country that while going through all the industrialization, but they still keep in Islam. You know, most of country actually like, you know, they change the country's color and so on. But like Malaysia is now the halal hub. So I really love how they actually keep this religion in their own way. But then like once I study more about Islam, like and then I study about another knowledge as well. Like for me, that's not a matter that I have to be very sensitive. It's something that I just can understand. And also I just can try to find some positive things even in that kind of situation. But like for me, like I have so many minority elements. Like I'm a woman, young, and Muslim, hijabi, and even here I'm a foreigner. But those kind of the elements actually make my story more dramatic. And then I really can tackle the society, you know, like in Korea, most of people may think that Muslims are uneducated, smelly, poor, whatever. So I want to be very annoying example that, you know, Muslim people can use. But see, Ayana, she's okay, and so on. That's actually one of the goal.
Right.
So like, I just enjoy. I mean like, sometimes it's hard. And then like, honestly, sometimes it's really hard, as a woman. But I always think that if it were really easy, these kind of opportunities would never have come to me.
Right.
So I want to show that how I can really tackle it, all the minority elements. Islam is really compatible with myself because I love studying, and then Islam really stress on the akal, intellect. So like I love it. I'm like I think I don't know whether it can be the answer for other people, but then like what I want to say is whenever I try to dig more about the knowledge about Islam, actually it really also affect on my iman as well. And then like I want somehow other Korean people also can be inspired by this thing, because Islam is not only about just iman, and like it's not only about salat or something, but we explore other things as well. And also Islam is very flexible religion as well. So like maybe that kind of thing can inspire other people. Zakat, sadaqah, the kind of idea about charity. There's something that I love the most.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Ayana. Saya sudah sampai di Indonesia dan saya lagi makan ayam penyet tanpa ayam penyet karena saya pesan ayam penyet tapi ayamnya tidak datang. Dan saya juga pesan sate taichan. Saya senang banget and I really miss you guys. Saya harap semoga kita semua ketemu insyaallah segera. And stay healthy and stay safe. Masalama.